والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد. وعن أنس رضي الله تعالى عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يتبع الميت ثلاثة فيرجع اثنان ويبقى معه واحد يتبعه أهله وماله وعمله فيرجع أهله وماله ويبقى عمله متفق عليه أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. Anas radiallahu ta'ala anhu said that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that three things follow disease, mayyit, janaza. Three things follow the funeral. When someone dies or passes away, that mayyit, that disease, three things go with him, they are following him. Two returns and one stays with him. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, three things following mayyit, two returns and one stays with him. His family and his wealth, they follow him, and his amal, his deeds, they are following him. Three things: his family, his wealth and his deeds, they are following him. When it comes to returning, his family and his wealth returns and his amal stays with him. Hadith Sharif is being narrated by Bukhari Sharif and Muslim Sharif. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us correct understanding of whole Quran and Sunnah. Beautifully Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam explained that every individual has to die. And when we will die, they will be taking us to our grave. When person is proceeding towards his grave, in funeral, his family goes, his wealth goes, and his deeds go with him. Two come back, and third one stays with him. His family and his wealth, when person becomes buried, they return back to home. And in his grave, only his deeds stay. And like we were talking this Fajr time, that it has been mentioned into a Hadith Sharifa, they say metaphysics, alam mithal, your salat will be given beautiful shape if you have performed salat accordingly. If you have made tilawat of the Quran accordingly, it will take beautiful shape. If you have given charity for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that will become beautiful companion of you in your grave. Likewise, all good deeds, they will become different types of companion in a very beautiful manner. And they will give you company. They will stay with you. Nabi Sallallahu is saying, I am not saying. Your amal will stay with you. Your family will come back. Your possession, your belonging, your investment, your properties will stay back. They will not go with you. Only your deeds will remain with you. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us, firm conviction that whatever good deed we perform, that is real investment of our life. That is real property of our life. That is going to stay with you for the rest of your life. In your grave, it will become such beautiful environment because of your salat, because of your saum, because of your fasting, because of your i'tikaf, because of your hajj, because of your umrah, because of your tasbih, because of your zikr, because of your mercy, because of your serving creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All that is, for that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created you. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. That is the purpose of your life. We have changed the purpose of our life. That, let me make the most of it. And what purpose we make? That, let me make the most of the money. Let me make the most of the property. Let me make the most of the worldly investment. And for that we live and die. And in reality, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, we have created you to worship me, to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that is your good deed. And according to Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that will stay with you. That will become escort of yours. You know, when your soul is being taken out from your body, now for that soul, if you have led good life, pious life, righteous life of taqwa, then that taqwa will become vehicle, and that vehicle will take your soul in a very, very deceptive manner. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forbid, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect. If you have led your life unworthy life, unsuccessful life, hereafterwise, then your escort will become very frightening, very terrible, very dangerous. And same companionship you will have in your grave, in your barzakh. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know, to believer, when it is being said, An-nasu niyamun idha matu intabahu. People are asleep. When they will die, that is when they will wake up. You know, when you wake up fresh, how good you feel when you had good sleep. That is how, if you have good sleep of this life, that you kept on looking forward to that morning when you will really wake up. That is the morning of grave. That is the morning after death. That is the morning of barzakh. That is when you will really wake up. And if you had a lot of good deeds you had offered before, so you will be very fresh. This deed will stay with you. It will become your companion in your grave. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us realization from this hadith sharif. Beautifully Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying that everybody will come back. Everybody will come back. And if somebody thinks that, no, let me make the most of my worldly or physical life, when I'll become old, that's when I will start preparing. That does not happen. That does not happen. Tamutuna kama tahyaw. The way you will lead your life, same sort of death you will face. وَتُحْشَرُونَ كَمَا تَمُوتُونَ. And you will be resurrected the way you will die. So if you had led good life, then you will have good end. And if you will have good end, then your grave will be good. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq that we make the most of hereafter. Whoever works for akhirat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make his dunya also. But who put his akhirat behind and focus only onto dunya, then his dunya also will suffer and his akhirat also will suffer. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us preparation for our grave and for our barzakh and for our hereafter. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take every instruction of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, that we take it very seriously, and that become goal and ultimate object of our life. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.